Subscribe, hype, like, and donate with a super thanks donation in the comments section below for the unfiltered, unapologetic Sean's View End, your home for WWE news, rumors, and backstage chaos. This is where gossip gets exposed around the clock. Now, here's your host, the brash Sean's View End.
We have obviously a very serious situation on our hands. Absolutely breaking news. I wasn't even going to cover this because I'm like, well, it doesn't really have to pertain to WWE until I saw the names that were involved. Until I saw the two names that were intertwined into the situation, the two names that were actually there actively during the shooting, the gunman. Ladies and gentlemen, but that's not all the news and rumors we got, because we got even more breaking news on WWE releases. And remember to click the bell, subscribe, and turn on all notifications, and make sure all notifications are on your cell phone, your iPhone, your iPad, your desktop, your laptop, so you don't miss one moment of the brash and the brazen, where we deliver you the goods because we believe in the viewers, the fans, and the subscribers. Also, we will be talking during this very epic episode, which is also very worrying. It is very shocking. It is very stunning. More releases coming out of WWE we will cover during this very episode, because it's all about the viewers, the fans, and the subscribers. So if you want to know all about that, you're going to want to watch towards the middle and towards the end of this video. But ladies and gentlemen, right at the top of the show, I always ask your opinion, because without you, there is no Sean's View. I want to know from all of you, what was the show of the week? Was it Raw? Was it SmackDown? Was it AEW? Was it TNA? Or was it NXT? What show was the show of the week between WWE, AEW, and TNA? What stole the show? My viewers, my fans, and my subscribers. And what was the most shocking release in the WWE this week as the WWE continues to do spring cleaning? But let me tell you, the spring cleaning, it's not over yet. There are still more names to be expected, whether it's wrestlers, whether it's announcers, whether it's backstage personnel, whether it's referees. Again, guys, there could be officials, there could be referees, there could be wrestlers, there could be backstage. It could be a plethora of different names released from World Wrestling Entertainment. It just doesn't surround the wrestlers themselves. But ladies and gentlemen, we got breaking news right at the top of the video. Shane McMahon and Linda McMahon were inside the Washington Hilton when a gunman opened fire at the White House Correspondents Dinner on April the 25th, which was last night, in the same room as President Donald Trump, the First Lady, Vice President JD Vance, the entire Trump cabinet. Two of the most recognizable names in WWE history were caught in the middle of one of the most terrifying moments in recent American political history. Reports confirm that Shane McMahon and Education Secretary Linda McMahon were both present at the 2026 White House Correspondents' Dinner when a suspect, a California teacher staying at the Washington Hilton, allegedly fired rounds from a shotgun near the main security area. President Trump was immediately surrounded by Secret Service agents and evacuated from the ballroom. Cabinet members were pushed to the ground and rolled on the tables. Linda McMahon, who serves as Trump's education secretary, is one of the most powerful women in Washington, left the hotel nearly an hour after the shooting with her full secretary detail. Shane McMahon, who has been closely connected to the Trump administration through the TKO board involvement, was also confirmed present at the event. The suspect is in custody and facing multiple federal charges. All WWE-connected names are confirmed safe. This is the complete Sean's View Entertainment breakdown of one of the most shocking nights in recent history, and how two of WWE's most iconic names found themselves in the middle of the entire gun shooting. Ladies and gentlemen, the Shane McMahon White House shooting, Linda McMahon White House shooting, McMahon-Trump dinner shooting, White House Correspondents Dinner shooting, the Trump shooting 2026. This is absolutely shocking. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, if that wasn't, and I'm glad to say that everyone's safe, although it's pretty funny. Well, there's nothing funny about this, but I'm reading comments. I'm seeing sentiments online that, maybe that this was staged. Maybe this was supposed to happen. Maybe this was just part of the whole predicament. Maybe this was just something that was going to go down. But I mean, here's the thing. How many assassination attempts at President Donald Trump? Now, again, you're probably saying, well, Sean, how does this connect to WWE? Well, let's see. Donald Trump is connected to WWE because he hosted not one, but 2 WrestleManias. He is a WWE Hall of Famer, okay? And then we all know how Shane McMahon and Linda McMahon connects to WWE. I'm not meaning to get political on this channel because I am not here to talk about politics. There's a lot of other channels on YouTube that talk about politics and presidents and all that other stuff. But again, this does directly tie in to WWE. So I want your thoughts, your comments, your opinions, your emotions, and your options as it concerns all things professional wrestling, because we are here to satisfy your taste buds as it concerns all things professional wrestling. Now, again, viewers, fans, and subscribers, this is not a story I anticipated or expected. Now, as you did last night, obviously, I heard about it. I knew about it. I saw it. I saw the headline. But again, I knew that it was Donald Trump and the First Lady and Vance. I know they were all connected. They were all involved in this shooting that could have taken everybody out. Let's be honest here. But my question is, how did this man get around security? How did he get around the Secret Service? How did they not see this man? How did they not get to this man? Again, there could have been maximum carnage during this very thing. But again, ladies and gentlemen, I am just glad that everybody is safe and sound. I am just glad to know that everybody came out of this thing not wounded. And luckily, Shane McMahon and Linda McMahon are expected to be fine. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a very, very good thing. Now, getting into more news and rumors here on Sean's View Entertainment. Tiffany Stratton calls Justin Bieber's Coachella performance iconic after a lifelong fandom. And we got breaking news on the Game Triple H, who is said to be under constant pressure leading WWE creative. And we got a breaking news update on Triple H in the next episode. Also, there's rumor and gossip, and of course, this can change 110 times between now and then. There is rumor and gossip that Jordynne Grace actively pushing to become the first ever Paul Heyman girl. Is that going to go down? Is that going to happen under the WWE banner? Do you want to see Jordynne Grace become the first Paul Heyman girl in World Wrestling Entertainment? Also, Brock Lesnar retirement angle leading to a massive babyface turn with one more match expected at SummerSlam, where Brock Lesnar will go off into the sunset fully. Also, there are sources in WWE that couldn't explain the Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton match at WrestleMania. Apollo Crews breaks silence on WWE release after an 11-year run. And backstage doubts about the Wyatt Six started from day one in WWE. And I guess that was, again, I said we're going to have more news and rumors on the releases in the company. And again, guys, we got more news in the next episode, in the next update. That's why it's so important to click the bell, subscribe, turn on all notifications right now. Click that bell. Hype up the video, too. Very important to hype up the video. We are also receiving word that we will have more names in the next upload that we are working on actively right now that will be released from the WWE. Now, again, I don't want you to come on here and say, oh, who should be released? Who needs to go? Nobody deserves to be released. Nobody deserves to go. But you got to understand that the WWE does have to trim the fat. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we are reportedly hearing right now online that Demolition reveals that WWE cut their significant time from their Hall of Fame speech. Easy for me to say again. Demolition, who we never thought were going to go into the WWE Hall of Fame, ladies and gentlemen. Demolition reveals WWE cut significant time from their Hall of Fame speech. Also, Erica Kirk evacuating White House Correspondents Dinner in tears. Well, we all know what Erica Kirk has went through already. But ladies and gentlemen, we all know what we're going to go through. We always know what we bring you here on Sean's View Entertainment, because this foundation is for the viewers, the fans, the subscribers, hell, even the dividers. Plenty more to come. Subscribe. Don't go anywhere. Have no fear. The brash one is here.